Vinny, what's going on with this judge? Tell us about this judge.
All right. Well, just for everybody that's not following along, you guys are knowing, with the Pete Hegseth, and his name is Judge Boasberg. He's the activist judge.
Rob, can you show us pictures so people can see?
Yeah, and by the way, and I'm not making fun of the look, Tom. I'm just saying they all have that. What's the guy from Brazil, the judge that just he has that? They just have that.
Alexandre de Moraes. He looks
when
like
they have guys, when you're not happy and you just have this hate in your heart and you're activist, this is what happens. So this is Judge Boasberg, the same guy who intentionally.
It's a terrible word if he was Armenian, but go ahead, keep going. Yeah, no, keep
1,000%.
going. Yeah.
But guys, and again, I just connect these dots that everybody else could do if you just do a little bit of research. He's the same guy who intentionally delayed Hillary's emails so voters wouldn't find out the truth before the 2016 elections. Weird. He's the same guy who blocked Trump from deporting violent, illegal gang members out of the United States. Now he just so happens to be the one presiding over the Signal chat leak case with Pete Hegseth. Okay, and it's not this. It's not, to me. It's like, haven't we learned the lesson? Like, it's not justice. It's controlled opposition. The whole story, to me, Pat, stinks because now we're finding out with all this stuff, people that were involved, and there's really no explanation of how a reporter from The Atlantic got into this chat. And I'm not being that guy, but I'm just stating facts where everybody's confused. They really don't know. Even Mike Waltz, Rob, is that the clip where Mike Waltz is kind of talking about it?
Yes.
Can you please play that?
Success. So they want to focus on this. It's embarrassing, yes. We're going to get to the bottom of it. I just talked to Elon on the way here. We've got the best technical minds looking at how this happened.
Weird.
But I can tell you for 100%, I don't know this guy. I know him by his horrible reputation, and he really is the bottom scum of journalists. And I know him in the sense that he hates the president, but I don't text him. He wasn't on my phone, and we're going to figure out how this happened.
So you don't know what staffer is responsible for this right now?
Well, look, a staffer wasn't responsible, and look, I take full responsibility. I built the group. My job is to make sure everything's coordinated.
But how did the number? I mean, I don't mean to be pedantic here, but how did the number?
Have you ever had somebody's contact that shows their name, and then you have somebody else's number there?
I never make those mistakes.
Right? You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact. So of course I didn't see this loser in the group. It looked like someone else. Now whether he did it deliberately or it happened in some other technical mean is something we're trying to figure out.
Hold on, can we just say something to Adam? Do you guys remember? Hold on, do you remember when Tucker Carlson went to Russia and he sat on a podcast, I think it was with the Nelk Boys, and he said unequivocally, he goes, somebody hacked into my signal and they did stuff to my signal. So what I'm saying is until we know all the facts, which everybody, like you, Adam, I'm going off of your words, everyone wants to just jump on everything. Until we know all the facts of how something like that could happen, let's not jump to it. Number one, was the mission accomplished? Did we kill the people that were trying to go and attack and do it? Yes, mission complete. And the stuff that was in the text wasn't classified information that hurt national security, because all I keep hearing is national security. Nobody gave a damn about national security for the past 4 years when terrorists have come over, when you have literally terrorists looking in front of the camera and going, soon you will know my name. Soon you will. Nobody batted an eye. Now, because of a text leak, which we haven't found out what the hell the answer is, now everybody's worried about national security. Let's wait and see what happens, Vinny, but I believe him.
Vinny, I love you. Why do you sound so angry
because
about this?
Adam, you see this shirt?
Yeah,
everybody see that?
But why is you're always angry, but what is it?
I'm always angry.
Why is this story angering you so much?
It's just weird that this judge is involved and that the left, this is just something that the left is jumping on so hard. They're having meetings, they're having hearings, and it's like, listen, if they made a mistake, good, admit it. They've admitted it, they're moving on. But until we find out how does an Atlantic, a guy that they all despise, how did he jump into this text? How?
So
why? That's the question I
get this is a trending story, and Pat, you always talk about signal versus noise. I'm just going to speculate for a second.
Go ahead.
You know how many people you meet at a business conference, at an event, at the vault or whatever, and you get and exchange phone numbers, and you never speak to them again, ever? And they're in your phone, and then you're putting a text message together, and let's say I want to put Tom and accidentally put Tomas that I met at a different thing, maybe the Latino Tom, Merengue Tom, and then I'm putting a group text message together, and I have 10 people in there, and I accidentally put the one wrong guy. Okay, let's just chalk this up to most likely he added the wrong person Who's the guy he added? Jeff Goldblum or whoever from Jurassic Park? Whoever the hell it was. He added the wrong guy. Just be like, yo, my bad. I screwed up. I'll freaking do better next time.
He did it. He goes, it falls on me.
So just own up to it. You put the wrong person in the group chat.
Maybe.
Move on.
Maybe. Well,
what do you mean?
Let them find out.
That's so much more of a simpler explanation that you're putting a group chat together. You put the wrong person in. That maybe we were hacked and they put the Atlantic guy in there and he was undercover. And what happens was, you all know when you put the wrong phone cap, they're going to. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? You screwed up. Take ownership. It's not that big of a deal. Move on. And that's the most likely what happened.
We'll wait and see. Wait and see.
Well, first of all, this is a big mistake. And second of all, Mike Waltz has said, the buck stops with me. It's my organization. We're looking at how it happened. And, I'm responsible. And so I like the fact that Waltz has said, hey, I'm responsible. If this was the other way around, the Republicans would be hammering this too. So one side is giving the other side a big nail sticking up, and the other side is just hammering on that nail. And that's what's going on. Now, what am I happy about? Not one person has said that the mission was compromised, U.S. servicemen were shot down, or something horrible. I would feel differently about it. Actually, no, I feel the same way, but I am relieved to hear that apparently we didn't lose anybody and nothing leaked to the Houthis, that they got any aircraft missile going, anything, that the guys we wanted to get, we got. So mission accomplished, allegedly, what they're saying.
Just like when George Bush stood on that big battleship and said, mission accomplished.
Well, that was a little bit different. And now we know there's a little bit of marketing there to call it the 100-hour war and things like that. So there was a little bit of spin.
Do you guys know who the chair of the board of Signal is? Anybody? Adam?
Tell us.
Her name is Catherine Marr, like Bill Maher. She's a leftist NPR CEO. She's on what are the odds of that? Look at who's, and she's been on X. She's had some crazy speeches before. So, it's kind of weird that everybody's kind of connected. Go ahead, Rob.
It's very interesting that she comes up because she was just in front of Congress yesterday where she was questioned about wanting reparations in financial form and tweeting about that. Here's what she had to say.
She got grilled pretty good.
Can't hear it, Rob.
I've never said that, sir.
Go back a little bit.
Sorry about that.
Do you think that white people should pay reparations?
I have never said that, sir.
Yes, you did. You said it in January of 2020. You tweeted, yes, the North, yes, all of us, yes, America, yes, our original collective sin and unpaid debt, yes, reparations, yes, on this day.
I don't believe that was a reference to fiscal reparations, sir.
What kind of reparations was it a reference to?
I think it was just a reference to the idea that we all owe much to the people who came before us.
That's a bizarre way to frame what you tweeted.
So, and remember all those connections that you're talking about? So one person could be like, well,
And it
she's
got
in
worse.
charge.
It was a bad hearing
Yeah, it was
for her.
horrible. She's there. The judge has been involved with all these other things. He's obviously a Democrat, and it's all of a sudden, boom, this early they found it. So I don't know. Like I said, we'll
Can I
wait.
give one?
Well,
Rob,
I was
just sent you a
asked,
text.
and
Let
I'll
me know when
sum
you
it
got
up,
that.
and I'll let you guys segue to the other side of it if you want. But Waltz took responsibility. Good. It happened in the first place. Very, very bad. Right? None of our servicemen were compromised. Very good. Mission was accomplished. Good. And now both sides are going to hammer on it. I'm really focused on the men and women that were in arms, that the mission wasn't compromised, and somehow we lost people because it leaked.
Well, thank goodness. Rob, I sent the Wall Street Journal did a great job of basically kind of laying out the facts of this story. Pete Hegseth, who's under fire right now because he's the Secretary of Defense, he came out and made a statement, and he basically was like, listen, there was nothing inappropriate on there. There was nothing leaked. There was no mission details. There was nothing on there. And then, Rob, you get the text I sent you?
I did. It's taken a while to download the photos.
gotcha.
I'm looking.
But, all right, you want me to just send this to you in Slack?
And while you're doing that, Adam, do you guys think it's good? I'm being genuine.
But
do you think it's smart if you're the reporter to leak every single, like, you should go to the FBI, you should go to the Department of Homeland Security and say, hey, listen, this was leaked. I'm not trying to compromise. You guys need to fix this instead of making it obviously reported later after the math.
That part you have to know that even when WikiLeaks was leaking stuff, Cuomo back in the days was like, this is not the right thing to do. You should drop it off to the government and all that other stuff. So That argument is made on both sides, and then the conservatives were happy that WikiLeaks leaked some of the information on what happened with some of the emails. So, again, this is both. What's this here, Rob? This is.
So this is the text that we're talking about. This chat.
Yeah.
So, Rob, if you want to go back to the one that's highlighted.
Is this the one?
There's one that's highlighted, Rob. Yeah, these are the actual plans. They said first strike package was going to be at 12:15 Eastern. At 13:45, there's a trigger-based F-18 first strike window starts. These looks pretty damn specific to me. At 4:15, strike drones on target. This is when the first bombs will definitely drop. Also, sea-based tomahawks. This looks pretty damn specific.
Yeah.
So, and it's also called. You notice the name of the group chat? It's called the Houthi PC small group.
Go to Hillary Clinton's Twitter account. I can't believe I'm saying that, but go to Hillary Clinton's Twitter account.
I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
Yeah. Go to Hillary Clinton's
Go to Hillary's
Twitter account.
X.
If you go,
If
you go there and zoom into her, no, not this one, the one before this.
Future president.
Right there. She says, never thought I'd be retweeting Piers Morgan, but he's right. If you don't consider this is to be classified info about the imminent war plans, it may be that you're too partisan to recognize the truth when it slaps you around your tribal chops. If this happened on Biden's watch, Republicans would have rightly gone berserk, and it shows the same exact thing. So, look, you can't have this happen, period. You have to be very careful. You know, when we have an employee that's not with us anymore, and they're added in a group text, and, you know, that is already something where it's like, hey, what are you doing? It's reactivating that group text from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Go back up, and all you need to do is see who is in that group text, and you have to always do it. That's at a lower level of a small company, right? Let alone doing it at a bigger level of a military with things on the line. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's and the left is making crazy claims. Hexed was drunk and this, that. That's really the angle they want to take it because they want to find a way to character assassinate and make fun, and he's not the right person to run this, and that's what they're going to be doing. But you have to be careful with this stuff.
But it is rich, though, that Hillary Clinton, of all people, is commenting on anything that has to do with emails or texts or national security.
For sure.
Let's not, like, the fact that she's even trying to be relevant, it's like this woman will not just...
Last person to have the moral authority to criticize this or say anything about it.
Period. Like, and again, this is going towards the Democratic Party. That party will never, ever change. Besides the Jasmine Crockett, if we even get there, they're never going like that. You should tell her, people like her, just disappear. Don't talk because you look like a moron. All the BlackBerries they destroyed, all the emails, all the testimony, it's just.
But Vinny, don't get it twisted. Wrong messenger. Right message.
Right message, yes.
She's right.
100%.
They screwed up.
I agree.
And
I said it. I was the first one to say it.
And by the way, screw-ups are going to happen.
I agree.
Okay? And if just because it's a screw-up, now they want to go and basically try to dismantle and just wreck Pete Hegseth, claim that he's drunk during all this. By the way, J.D. Vance was in this text message group. You have Mike Waltz texting J.D. Vance. It's one of the other ones right there. He said, VP, the building collapse had multiple positive ID. Pete, Carilla, the IC, amazing job.
What?
J.D. Vance goes, what? Typing too fast, first target, their top missile guy. The point is, these conversations should happen, do happen. We're just getting it's exposed because they screwed up and added one person that should have not been there, and they should be under hot water for screwing up.
Nothing excites me more than when I'm out there and I watch people wearing Future Looks Bright gear. It's getting bigger, and it's getting now to a lot of different places, which is fantastic. And ladies, you've been asking for it. You've been talking to VT Merch, and the team's been listening to you. Spring collection is here. Now we have some of this active wear hats for those of you that work out, that you want something lighter. You're runners, but you still want to represent the Valuetainment gear. We have it in many different colors. You know, yellow. You got them in pink. You got them in baby blue. You got them in the Tiffany blue color. You got them in all these other things that are here. And for some of you, what did you call this, Rob? There was a name for this. Rob, Tom, what do you know?
Active wear.
Active wear. But this hat here, for some that like this style, this is out as well. Some of you guys ask for it. And then the shirts. I'm telling you, the material of these shirts when you put them on is unreal. Unreal, the material, when you feel it and you put it on. This is a new one that came in, Future Looks Bright, with the logo on the front. We got the sweater that's here as well.
These are my
Navy
favorite.
blue. Future looks bright. Okay.
The material's ridiculous.
Oh my God. Honestly, the material to
Yeah, well,
me
look at
is
that.
unbelievable.
Did you see these?
Oh
guys?
my God.
I tried to get one of these, but he said they don't have my size yet.
Oh my.
You'll get us medium one of these days.
No, I get large,
Holy
homie.
moly,
I get
look at
large,
this one
homie.
You're not large.
Rob, is this on the web? Can you see if this is on the website?
It
The
is.
gold? Can
Yeah.
you go to the gold one?
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Look at
is
this.
sick.
And it's not just screen printed. Those
By
are
the way,
like
see this?
thick letters.
Yeah,
See this?
it pops off the shirt.
Pops, yeah, it's
Just
great.
pop.
And then on the back, you got the Valuetainment gear. Go to vtmerch.com. Place your order. We want 1 million of us wearing this everywhere we go.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.